Hi Taurus, and welcome to your May 2021 general guidance reading. My name is Gemstone and I will be doing your reading for you. How are you doing, Taurus, in Taurus season? Happy solar return to the Tauruses that experienced their birthday or their solar return already, and happy solar return to the upcoming Taurus that will be experiencing their birthday. I want to start this reading off by looking at what emotional state you're in, or what emotional state you're in. So we have purpose at the bottom of the deck, and we have change that just came out ready, very ready. When I was shuffling your cards, I did this reading differently so that I wouldn't have so much shuffling in these videos, because I recognize that it takes up quite a bit of time. When I was shuffling for your cards, before setting an intention, all of this, many cards were coming out. So I feel with the way that this just came out right away is that you are ready. I almost wonder if you have a lot to say. There's just a lot to be said, and I don't know if it's in an aggressive way where it's like that interrupting energy of someone talking and you interrupting, or there's just a lot that you have not said and you would like to communicate it. And any opportunity that you have to express yourself, you're gonna take it. So we have change for where you're at right now. And it says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Taurus, without movement. Look at that. That feels like, I think this is the middle. That feels like growth. What? The idea that you are embracing change, and maybe you're experiencing the perils of change, and this is the conclusion that you'll later come to, but change is taking place in a way that is obvious to you. All right, so here is your reading, these 4 cards. Let's take a look. We have the Princess of Wands. We have the Tower. Ooh, talk about change. We have the 8 of Cups. Also change. Yeah, there's a lot of change happening. And then we have the 7 of Cups. Okay. So your current focus at this particular time, I'm getting a sense of exploration. I'm getting a sense of freedom to a degree. I get a sense of freedom. I get a sense of freedom. And this feels like it's related to this, because this is the opportunity, and the opportunity literally is change. So something changed that's created some space in your life for you to exercise freedom, and in a way that isn't, I think freedom just sums it up. I was going to say isn't restricted, and freedom isn't restricted. It's just free. I do feel that energy. It feels way more playful than the Fool card. So there's this sense of playfulness, but that hot energy. So back to what I was saying when I was shuffling the cards and things were coming out, it could be taken as aggressive because there's that playful sense. I'm thinking of a puppy right now that is excited to play, or a dog that's excited to play with a puppy. And the puppy may perceive the dog that's really excited to play, or vice versa. Let's say the puppy wants to play with the dog, a bigger dog. The puppy is so riled up with excitement and wanting to play that the dog can almost possibly take that as aggression. So long story short, your state right now can be taken as aggressive, even though I don't feel that's your intention. Although I do feel that your self-awareness at this particular time is not as aware as maybe you're used to being, or maybe people are used to you being. And it's because you're exploring a different aspect of yourself, one that has opened up because of some inevitable change that was going to take place. What's not, or I want to say, instead of what's not working for you, what you're not seeing is this 8 of Cups energy. So I do feel that possibly you're holding on to something. While you're feeling free, it feels like a spectrum of freedom. And there's something possibly that, I say possibly because this could be taken in a different way. So the first way, there's something that you're not letting go of. There's something that you are not letting go of. And it feels like I never noticed the grid. I don't even know if the camera will pick this up because I'm not there to focus it. There's a grid on the ground, and the cups are put in a very specific way on this grid. So I feel as though what you're not letting go of is an emotional connection that was very manipulated. It was very manipulated to be and appear the way that it appears. It looks perfectly aligned. There's a hard time releasing this. But what I'm seeing too is that the time is approaching because the ground is getting firm, if you can see up here, and it's coming to you. So regardless if you let it go or not, it's gonna change. And I feel that this is a source of pain right here. I feel like that. Now, the other way that I'm seeing this is that there's something else for you to explore, which is the complete contrast to this, in the idea that this is so bright and then this pool or this chasm down there is quite dark. And I feel that there's this hesitation to explore it. It's like you're building up the nerve, but you never do it. You never do it. And there's this need for you to explore it. What's interesting is what's coming up for you is less than this. So you have 8 cups. What's coming up is 7 cups. It feels like a redemption in a way. Does it feel like that? It kind of does. It feels like, okay, so redemption. Let me be more clear. It feels like an opportunity. So you're going to be, it's going to appear that you're going backwards. You're going backwards. So here we have something that's solidified and fixed. It's very fixed. Again, this grid that I've never noticed. The cups are aligned on this grid and they mirror each other, and it doesn't look like a mirror. So these cups, these 8 cups, were specifically placed there. That means that there was time and energy put towards this emotional connection that you have. Things are gonna go backwards, essentially. It's gonna appear to go backwards, but everything is forward movement. It's gonna appear to go backwards because the energy is gonna be more loose and free. There's gonna be more choice involved. And I feel that this is happening so that when you get back to this space, or to a familiar space of the 8 of Cups, it's not going to be so fixed. There's going to be more freedom. There doesn't feel to be a lot of emotional freedom in this space. It just feels very controlled. So what's coming up is opportunities, options, different circumstances to create something or to build something in the future, and that something feels emotional with the cups, with the 7 of Cups, based off of your desires. So now you're going to have an opportunity to build something maybe more reflective of the energy that you are experiencing now with this freedom, with the Princess of Wands or the Page of Wands. Please let me know if this is making sense to you, Taurus, down in the comments down below. Because I always wonder if my readings are too specific. And it's like, okay, well, I guess these are personal readings for whoever this is meant for. But it just feels, in a nutshell, let's summarize, that change is at the forefront of your life right now. Things are changing. You are different right now. You're more playful than you have been. It's catching people off guard. Because that's the energy that I felt. Like, people are caught off guard, and they may be perceiving it to be different than you are experiencing it. And there's this sense of self-exploration and discovery that is, I guess, in contrast to your self-awareness. So yeah, there's not much self-awareness in comparison to how you used to be, because you're learning a different aspect of yourself. So there's that. Immaturity is the word I'm looking for. A sense of immaturity. And immaturity is just lack of experience. So there's a lack of experience in you experiencing this freedom. Now, this freedom feels like it took place, or it's happening because this change that you couldn't control took place, that has shifted your energy and moved things out of your way so that you now have more space to experience yourself in the way that you're now experiencing yourself. While that is, there's this aspect of you that's holding on to this very curated relationship or idea of a relationship, or just an emotional attachment to a connection, to something that was once a connection, or to a person. With all the cups, it's just feeling in the realm of your emotions. It's very controlled and there's an attachment to it. The time to let it go is coming, or the time to explore it is coming. Either way, there's movement happening here and you can't control it, and it feels like you have controlled it. It feels like she's looking at the cups like, look at this beautiful masterpiece that I created and now I have to start all over again. It feels kind of like that. And then there's also the feeling of not wanting to feel it because it feels like it would be painful. And it just seems scary. And it's going to take you out of this energy that you're in. And I feel like you staying up here is trying to hold on to this energy, but this is within you. You can't lose it. It's a part of you. But I do feel that there's this sense of you losing this bright aspect of yourself because you have to go into the depths of this emotional connection or this emotional state to see what lessons you can learn. The result just flew out of my hand. The result is the 7 of Cups. And this feels like we're taking a step in another direction. It seems like it's going backwards. And this is so that you can loosen the reins, so that when you get back to the 8 of Cups, it's not so structured and fixed, and it's just not built off of such a stringent foundation or layout. Things can move. It feels so manipulated. Now you're getting to a place where you have choice, so that now, hopefully when you get back into whatever connection or a connection in the future, it's not so tight. I hope that makes sense, Taurus. It feels stifling. Let me put it that way. It feels stifling. All right. So this was your May 2021 reading. If it resonates in any way, please let us know down in the description. In the comments down below. If you like the video, please give it a like. And if you like this type of content, astrology, tarot, spirituality, please subscribe to the channel. There's more to come, as always. So yeah, please subscribe. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in another video. All right, toodles.